Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 3 of the XFFL. I am your host, the Commish. I'm here to talk to you about this week 3 highs and lows. So, might as well get started. First of all, I want to talk about what's going on in the NFL right now. Very excited about it. 3-0 for the Chiefs, coming out of the gate swinging. This is the third year in a row they've started 3-0. Hopefully, they can carry that through the season, and hopefully, we get a good season. Hate to keep harping on it, but times have been tough with the Chiefs over the years, so pretty excited about it. Hoping Mahomes can keep going, keep driving, and driving us to hopefully a championship. We'll see, though. Long season. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the high score of the week. So this week, I know you guys are probably not going to be too excited to hear this, but Coach Tony Yan turned on the buzzsaw again, and so he put quite the little whooping there on Coach Daddy Pittman. He scored 178 to 142. So, it wasn't a complete blowout. It was a pretty good spread in the points, though. But the thing, is Tony might be excited about it, but if he keeps this up, the rest of us, we're not going to be too happy about it, that's for sure. So, but here's the thing. The MVP for his team this week was not Patrick Mahomes. I know that's a surprise. Had a great game, but it was actually Mike Evans. Mike Evans was 8 for 15 for 190 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 52 fantasy points. So that's a pretty monster game for a wide receiver. So way to go there, Coach Yan. You finally got your money's worth out of that draft pick. So good for you. So that's what's happened with that game. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, where we have the low of the week, so we have a new member that we can welcome to the Dead Ass Last Club, and that is Coach Jason Wolf and the Wolf Pack, as they got in another snoozer with Wookiees of the Year, Coach Carter Pittman, and it was 73 to 88, and it's one of those things where it was just a kind of a weird game. It just kind of plugged along. Nobody seemed to want to win. But, in the end result, Coach Carter is now 2-1 and leading his division. And I'm not sure, but I think this may be the first time in his young career that he's actually led the division. So good for you there, Carter. Hope you can keep it up, but not too much because I'm in your division. So I'd like to be able to get up there and get in the playoffs with you. Hopefully we can make that happen. But, Coach Wolf had a lot of blame that he could pass out this week on his team. But the real stinker of the week was the Eagles defense. They allowed 27 points. They also allowed over 387 yards. 100 of that was in a kickoff return, and that was the Lions. So as a real stinker, it resulted in a -1 for fantasy points. So that's got to be a tough one. Now, let's talk about some heartbreaking situations here. So, with that loss, Coach Wolf is now going to be part of the Eliminator crowd. And that means he's been eliminated from the Eliminator. So now Copeland, Tukes, and now Wolf are out. Leaves 9 of us. All right, so it's good news for the 9 of us, bad news for the 3 of them. Also, a little bit of sad news is that the loss that Coach Daddy Pittman took this week, he had put up good numbers. He would have beat every other team in the league this week, with the exception of one other, with that score. But unfortunately, he went up against Kickers Butte. Now, I got another category I'm going to add this week, which is called the Bench Warmer of the Week. And we all have those people that we put on the bench and we save them for a rainy day, and then they put up good work. Well, there was a real classic case of that this week with Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson was 32 for 50 attempts, 406 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 70 fantasy points on the bench. And the lucky recipient of that bench warmer of the week is Coach Dan Chase. And it kind of makes me happy because guess who happened to be playing the Marauders this week? That would be the ICB, the Irish Car Bombs, and myself. So, but we weren't no easy walk through this week. We scored 138 points on him, but that 70 points would have went a long way to help him out. But he just had to sit there and look at it. I'm sure that one stings a bit. Now, let's go ahead and move on to this weekend. So yeah, we got another week coming up, week 4, fantasy football. But we also have our first watch party. So it's the 29th. It's at 1 p.m. It's at the Skybox Sports Bar and Grill, and I'd like to see you guys come out. So I'll be there. Hopefully, at least a handful of us. Try to get half of the league at least. Come out and enjoy each other's company. Have some food, have some drinks, enjoy some football. That would all be be a lot of fun. I mean, every time we go do those things, I enjoy myself. So come on out, earn that fantasy draft cash for the 2020 draft. I hope to see you guys there. If you can't, remember you can call in and still get your money for the draft. But we really would like to see you there. But I think that's it for me for this week. So I guess I'll see you guys around the league.